In the beginning, there was darkness. There were black interiors, gray interiors, brown, even beige interiors.
And then there was Tesla, baby, and the automotive world will never be the same because now you even have a beautiful white color option for your interior. But how should you care for your interior? What are the 2 mistakes that many YouTubers are recommending to you? And how can you clean it, moisturize it, and protect it naturally? Well, I've got an answer for you, and it's so natural and so good that you can eat it, right? Right. Okay, so it's been about 7 months since I've had my Model 3. And I have to say, even though I'm a little embarrassed, that since I got it, I've never cleaned the white vegan leather. Why? Well, because it is really resistant to stains and it looks really good. And the only way that you could actually see that the white vegan leather isn't perfectly white is in the driver's seat, where it's a little gray and maybe a little blue from, denim transfer. Now, what I want to tell you is that I've seen other YouTubers recommend using alcohol, okay? Now, I'm not going to tell you not to use alcohol if you have a pen mark. Then you have no choice. You kind of have to try and use this. I've also heard hairspray, all of those things. They're really harsh, but with a pen mark, well, you're kind of like at the worst of all possible stains. Now, if you clean your car with a mild detergent and water and the denim transfer still doesn't come off, then I would tell you to use something a little bit more harsh. You can use a little bit of alcohol. You can use other more industrial, commercial kind of cleansers. But if you do, make sure that you don't leave it on the vegan leather because it's not meant to stay on there for a long time. And if you do leave it on there, it can cause, drying of the vegan leather and it can cause it to crack. So make sure you always remove any product. The other thing that I would not turn to immediately, as a lot of YouTubers recommend, is this. They're actually brushing their vegan leather with this. Now, while this is a non-porous surface and stains do tend to stay on the surface, if you use this, okay, if you're rubbing this, you can actually cause little scratches on the vegan leather and you can cause it to be more prone to crack, or you can cause stains to actually get embedded in the little cracks that you use by scrubbing these. These are not meant to be scrubbed by any means. Okay, so you really want to stick to mild detergent and water as your first choice. Anything else will actually dry out the vegan leather and you don't want to do that. Now, what I'm going to do, the reason why I separated into 2 is because I'm going to do one side with just regular soap and water. And by the way, the soap is just the dish soap. And the other side, I am going to use my super duper eco-friendly product. And after I use it, we're gonna see which one works best and I'm gonna show you what the eco-friendly product is. I think I should have done this sooner. Oh my. Now that I've finished cleaning with soap and water, I'm actually gonna pass a cloth that just has water on it because I don't wanna leave soap on it because, as you know, soap is drying and I don't wanna leave that on here. I don't want to leave any residue on there. All right, now I'm gonna use my eco-friendly edible product. I bet there's some of you who have already guessed what it is. I bet. Now what I'm gonna do is that I have it in my hand and I'm gonna rub it with my hand in circular motion without using the cloth just yet. Oh my goodness, I'm freaking out. I'm almost thinking that this cleans better than the soap and water, but I'm not sure. Wait, I might be exaggerating, but what I like about this is that once I wipe this off, I don't have to think about conditioning the leather afterwards because this actually helps to condition the vegan leather. Now remember, this is my advice to you. Try this out, test this out. If you're unsure, test it out on the side of a chair or whatever. This is gross. I have to go wash my hands after this. And not because of the product that I'm using, but because of the dirt that is coming up. This is ridiculous. Wow. Okay, I gotta show you this. It's so gross. I gotta show you. Check this out. That is all of the dirt that is coming up as I am cleansing and conditioning. So now I'm going to take the super white cloth that I had and I'm gonna wipe away all of the grime. I don't like grime. Look, can you guys see that? That is gross. Oh. Okay, so with my eco-friendly product, this is like all of the stuff that came off. That's amazing. So I'm ready to remove the tape. I'm gonna grab the camera so you guys can see it, okay? Or let me just do it and then I'll show you. Oh, my goodness. Oh my God, I cannot believe this. Wow. Okay, I'll tell you what my secret product is. It is coconut oil. That's right. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that it would clean as well as soap and water. And at the same time, what's awesome about this is that it conditions. Now I shouldn't be surprised because I don't know if you guys know this, but I remember, you know, an uncle that I had who was a mechanic. He would always come home and when he would clean his hands, he didn't wash them with soap and water. He would actually clean them with like this oil. It was like this gooey compound, like oil kind of thing, cream, you know? And he would tell me that it was the best way to remove all of the stains. And then he would wash with soap and water. So anyhow, this is what you can use. There's not really any smell. I mean, it's faint, very, very faint. But just so you guys know, there's also coconut oil without any coconut smell. So if you don't like the coconutty smell, you can absolutely, you know, use unscented coconut oil. It really, I'm smelling where people put their butt. This is awesome. At least it's my butt. Okay, so you can absolutely use this. As I run my hand through it, there is no greasy feel to it. Even so, I still recommend that. Just to make sure that there is no greasy residue, you take a nice soft cloth and just rub it. And if I feel the other side, the one that I did with soap and water, I'm not lying to you, it feels kind of like dry. It really does. Like, yeah, it really does feel dry. So I'm definitely gonna go over that side with the coconut oil just to make sure that I condition the leather. And now I'm gonna show you guys the disgusting gray stripe. Okay guys, so here is the nasty, nasty stripe of grime that had built up on my chair. Both sides are equally as clean. So there you have it, my favorite way to clean and care for my beautiful Tesla seats. I love to start with soap and water because, well, I'm a soap and water kind of girl. I think that whenever anything is dirty, it's the #1 thing to go to. And I love the coconut oil because the coconut oil really goes in and it lifts up anything that soap and water alone couldn't get out. It's gonna clean, it's gonna moisturize and condition your beautiful vegan leather. And what's great is that when you buff it dry, I promise you there will be no greasy feeling to your seats, okay? Your seats are gonna feel like the first day you bought your Tesla. But when you buff it dry, there is gonna be a clear protective film that's gonna stay, and this clear protective film is gonna make them easier to clean the next time you clean them. Hopefully it won't be in 7 months, like some people. But when you go to clean them the next time, it's gonna be easier because future dirt and grime won't be able to settle into your vegan leather. Isn't that awesome? And when you compare it to regular car upholstery cleaners, vegan leather or leather cleaners, they usually have petrochemical ingredients in them which are toxic and yucky that you want to stay away from. This does not. There's nothing toxic or yucky that you could want to stay away from. You can even eat it. So it's good for you and good for the environment. Kind of like your Tesla. Good for you and good for the environment. So I hope you try it because it really does work. I hope you hit the subscribe button. I hope you hit the bell and I hope to see you later. Bye.